Hello, this is Chris, and I am back once again with a brand new trailer reaction video. Today, I'll be giving my reaction to Rocketman, official teaser trailer. This came out around 2 weeks ago, so I am playing catch up with this one. And actually, funny story, I was in the cinema last week, I think it was now. And this trailer started to come on, so I immediately just rushed out of the cinema because I knew that I wanted to always get my first time reaction videos on these things, and I didn't want to have to watch the trailer in the cinema and then miss out the chance of doing a video there. So, as I said, you'll be getting my first time reaction to this thing. So, Rocketman is the upcoming musical biographical film about the life of Elton John, and unfortunately I'm not an Elton John connoisseur. I don't know much about his life at all. I go about as far as The Lion King and a couple of his other major hits and The Road to El Dorado, and that's pretty much where I begin and end with Elton John, in all honesty. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are very much looking forward to this film, followed his career from his first albums and his early life. And I'm hoping that's what the film's going to go into. Now, without even seeing a shred of this film, only the image of Taron Egerton as Elton John himself, I immediately painted a picture in my head of what I think this movie is going to look like visually and what it's going to be like tonally. And then I checked the director, and sure enough, the director of this movie is Dexter Fletcher, who has actually worked with Taron Egerton before on Eddie the Eagle, which came out 2 years ago now in 2016. A film that I actually really enjoyed. It's a good feel-good movie, a good sort of like family sports feel-good movie akin to Cool Runnings, I think I compared it to at the time. And that visual flair in the movie was so much like Matthew Vaughn, to the point where I saw the trailers for Eddie the Eagle and I thought Matthew Vaughn had directed it. So with Dexter Fletcher, and as well another upcoming film comes out in 2 weeks time now, I believe, Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm not going to go all into the ins and outs of it, but the point was Bryan Singer was directing it. He left halfway through, went completely AWOL for reasons which I'm not going to go into in the video. And Dexter Fletcher came on board and has basically salvaged the entire movie. Unfortunately, he's not going to be credited with a director credit on that movie, but he has pretty much made that movie happen. Otherwise, it would have been dead on arrival because the director clearly wasn't present on set. If you want to read more about that story, Google is at your disposal and you can read all the ins and outs of it. But as I said, I'm not going to go into it. And then Rocketman comes out next year. So with Eddie the Eagle, his leadership on Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocketman, they all kind of have that same visual feel to them, and probably going to be tone as well. That's really all I can say for my introduction on this thing. So with all that being said, we're going to watch the trailer for Rocketman together now. Going to talk much more about it afterwards, if I can. What I'm really looking forward to with this performance is Taron Egerton, to see how he really portrays Elton John. I think in earlier drafts, when this was first in production, Tom Hardy was originally attached to play Elton John, which I couldn't picture in my head. But that would have been an interesting film to see. I don't know if that was going to be a more serious take, kind of like the whole Sacha Baron Cohen thing with Bohemian Rhapsody, and then they've gone for this more appealing, family-friendly kind of movie perhaps, and that's when Taron Egerton's took over. I don't really know the whole production history on it. So with all that being said, I'm going to click play now.
There are moments in a rock star's life that define who he is. Where there was darkness, there is now you. And it's going to be a wild ride.
He's very good if he's doing his own singing. Okay, I guess that's all we're going to see. It is a teaser trailer after all. I guess I was expecting more from it. Yeah, no, his singing is top notch. Obviously, he's not going to be exactly like Elton John, but he's very serviceable. But as I said, this movie is going to be very interesting in a post-Bohemian Rhapsody world. A movie that I think is going to absolutely make big bucks at the box office. I definitely think it's going to make a lot. Everyone's hyped on my Facebook. Everyone loves Queen, and they are just plastering that music all over that movie. And I think it's going to be the same with this one as well. It's definitely going to have its fans, the die-hard Elton John fans and music fans. But it does look a lot like Bohemian Rhapsody, and that's just going to be the natural case with the same director being attached to it. The colour palette, the tone, everything like that, it looks exactly like that, just with switching out Freddie Mercury and Queen for Elton John. And that's my initial take on it. I'm sure it'll be a good movie. As I said, Dexter Fletcher is a solid director. I'm sure he'll make a perfectly serviceable film. It'll be enjoyable. It'll be a good time. I don't really know what else I can say other than that. I think it looks very, as I said, visually similar. It doesn't look like it's pushing the boat out or doing anything particularly new. But I'm sure it'll be good, and I'm sure that Taron Egerton's performance will absolutely carry this movie, and it doesn't look like he's going to disappoint. He looks the part. How they've made him up, his costumes and everything like that, the very flamboyant and weird and wonderful costumes that Elton John wore during his career. And I'm guessing this is just going to be his early life. I don't know where this is going to go up to. I doubt it's going to flash forward to like today, for example, or maybe Elton John will even cameo in it himself, because he was in Kingsman 2, for example, and I know that Dexter Fletcher was in the first Kick-Ass movie as like a henchman, I think, so maybe he's got some ties with Matthew Vaughn. I expect he has. So that'll do for my reaction to Rocketman official teaser trailer. Be sure to comment, subscribe, and let me know what you thought of this trailer. Are you liking the look of this movie? Do you think Taron Egerton's a good fit as Elton John himself? Anything regarding this movie, please do let me know. Many more trailer reaction videos coming from me. I'm playing catch up on a lot of them, and I do hope to keep on top of them as much as I can at this point. We've also got a lot of movies coming out. October has been absolutely jam-packed, and we are moving into Oscar season now as well. You'll see some of these movies coming out, like A Star Is Born and First Man, that we'll definitely see at the Academy Awards next year. So if you're a movie fan and you've just discovered us through this video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon as well so you get a notification every time we go live. That'll do it for me for right now, and until the next video, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.